Athena. This is my channel, Stitching Goddess Designs, and this is a channel about cross stitch and Harry Potter. Welcome if you're new. Welcome if you're returning. Thank you for coming back. I always forget to say that at the beginning. I've actually been watching some Flosstube lately, and I'm hearing everybody say that, and I'm like, I'm so terrible. I never say welcome. The other thing I never say, and I always forget to look, so let me look, is what episode this is. Today is, I don't even know what today is, guys. Wednesday, March 16th. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. The probably made up Irish holiday that we celebrate here in America. Let's see what episode this is, because I never know. This is episode number 48. 48. Welcome back. Right at the top, before I forget, because I forgot last episode, I was going to do the drawing for these amazing sleeves. I don't want to take them all out again, but 2 episodes ago, I had these sleeves out for the Harry Potter books, and you were supposed to say the word jacket, and so let me do the drawing for that while I'm still thinking about it. So there's everybody who entered, and let's do this. Who's gonna win? Janet! Janet Jabber. Hi, Janet with Janet Jabber. You're getting some sleeves. I have a feeling these might be for your daughter. Congratulations! Yay! Okay. I don't know that I actually have your address. I maybe do. Maybe I do. Yeah, because I think I've sent you some shirts. Anyways. Yay. Okay, I have stitching. I don't have haul. Shocker! If you saw my last video, I'm gonna have haul for a while. I am set. I do have, let's shop talk real quick. Love You More Studio makes book sleeves, but I use them for projects. So here's one that I'm using. Here's a full size. Don't kill me, I'm bad at this. I'm a bad rep. Standard and full, I believe. There's the smaller size, there's the bigger size. I use them to put projects in, so everything sits in there nice. But, and you can use my rep code Goddess10 to get 10% off your next order. The whole order. And every code usage I gets me some kickback. So I got some free sleeves. So thank you guys. Everybody who's used my code, thank you so much. I got this sleeve. I think they called it Farkle, but in my family we call it 10,000. And yeah, we love playing this game. And the inside is a nice bright purple with spirals on it. I love it. And I got this one. Look at all those hoops. It's a cross stitching one. It's got scissors and bobbins and hoops. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I do not remember what this one was called. And the inside looks like that. Looks like kind of like stitching. But yeah, you can go on their website and check out. These are both the big size ones. So you can go on their website and check them out. Okay. Thank you everybody who's used my codes. Okay, what else? Stitching. I mean, it's just all stitching at this point. It's all stitching. So let me go in order. I am doing my March Battle of the Whips, which is in the planner. And if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, Athena X Stitches on Instagram. And once I'm done stitching on all 3 whips, which I'm trying to do at least an hour, maybe more, on each of the 3 whips, then I post the 3 of them and I ask you a question, because a poll only can do 1 or can only do 2 options. So it has to be a question. And then Instagram makes me choose the right answer. There's no wrong answer. Just pick one of the 3. And then on this little thing, it tells you to write down number of stitches, because what the instruction says is to stitch on it for at least 1 hour and then note the number of stitches completed. Move on to round 2 with the project that got the most stitches. But instead of doing that, I'm doing votes. So I'm kind of combining Battle of the Whips with March Madness from Steel City Stitchers. So I am notating how many votes everything got. So like 69 to 53 to 20. So Frank and Boo moved on with 69 votes. And then Chopping Mall got 72, Universal Monsters got 50, and Cryptids got 45. So Chopping Mall's moving on to round 2, and I am currently stitching on round 3 right now. So I should post another poll possibly today if I get enough stitching done. I'm behind as always. Shocker. But because I even started late and I was playing catch up, it's whatever. They're on my own rules. It's fine. Wednesday. Yeah, I should be posting another poll today. So if I stitch on 2 of them today, I should get the poll up today. If not, I'll get it up tomorrow. So let's maybe try to go in order of the Battle of the Whips. So Frank and Boo was the first one I worked on. And this is a Bent Creek pattern. There's one of their photo booths. And it's literally called Frank and Boo. And they're so cute. I love it. And this came with the linen. It did not come with the floss, but yeah. So there's the linen that I don't even know. It's called for linen. My ghosty needle minder from Mario Brothers. But yeah, I've got 2 squares done, so I've got 2 more to go. Yeah, I stitched on this the wrong way. It should have been going that way, but whatever. I'll have enough. It's fine. That's the back. Did you like my back? There's my back. I mean, I'll probably just flat fold this anyways, so I don't need that much when I do a flat fold. So I'll have enough room. We'll be fine. But yeah, I finished that top square is the progress that I got done. So that'll be moving on. So I'll keep this one out and accessible. So it'll be going on to round 2. So then I worked on, let's see, Spooky Boo Drum. And this is from 2019. Yes, Halloween Just Cross Stitch. And it is by Praiseworthy Stitches. And sorry, it's a black and white copy. I just take a copy of my magazine. So that is a horrible representation of what it will be. But I will show you the full color edition because I'm almost done. This is one of my focus pieces. So this first, I broke it up into sections. Each little group of 3 was a different subcategory in my opinion. So this first subcategory were all things that I want to finish this year. These are my, like, if you remember back in the beginning of the year, I said there was like 9 focus. They're like really close to a finish. So they're my focus pieces for the year to get done. I have finished 3 of them. So I'm close to, and not FFOing them, but I think I've FFO'd some of them, but not all of them. Anyways, the goal is to just finish them. But there's the top. The top has been done. And I absolutely love it. It is like all this. I hate stitching this, but I am so excited when it's done and I get to sit back and look at it. I'm just like, it looks so good. I get so giddy. But I absolutely hate stitching it because this is a mix of Weeks Dye Works and blending filament from Krynic. Short lengths that I have to knot at the needle, otherwise they come apart. The blending filament likes to shred and break. Weeks Dye Works likes to knot. We all know this, but it's just, the finished product is so good. And then there's beading in there, which I had never ever put a bead on anything before. So the amazing Connie and Melina from Count Twice Stitch once had to send me beading needle and some actual seed beads to put on there. Okay, so here is what I worked on. I got the ghost, the B-O, and the pumpkin, which is the other O, done. But, like, you guys are kind of getting the bling. Everything is blingy. There's not anything that is not blingy. Even the black has blending filament Krynic in it. Maybe you're seeing it better in the cat. The green does not. It's supposed to have glow in the dark in it, but I didn't find it. I didn't like it. What I did find was like super, super thick. I think it was the wrong number. Because you know we're all supposed to work with like the number 4 or whatever, but I was supposed to find like a blending Krynic, glow in the dark. I don't know. It didn't work, but that's what I have done. And so you can't see the whole picture in here, but Spooky Boo's, literally the only stitching I have left is an S, a black, it's going to be in black, so it's going to be an S right here, another one of those green stars, and then there's a crow sitting on top of the S, like a blackbird. So that's all the stitching I have left, and it's done. This is not moving on to the next round, but this will be a finish very soon. This one, along with the next one I'm going to show you, I had to actually stop myself from continuing because I was so close to a finish that it was just like, yep, I'm going to finish this. And I'm like, wait, people have to vote. I have to stop. So, and it's funny because like of the 3, the one that is the farthest from the finish is Frankenboo, and that's the one moving on to the next round. So I'm also going to keep this one out. This is in a fun sleeve because it's so close. So close. And so the other one is Mr. Jingles. Yep, and this is another sleeve. And this is by Rosie and Me Creations. It is, the pattern is just called Jingles. I call him Mr. because Mr. I don't know. I'm going to change this to say he just wants to be like Rudolph instead of replace Rudolph. But yeah, I'm super close to a finish on this one now too. So whether it's moving on to the next round or not, I'm gonna still get this one out and work on it. My needle minder does not match the project, but that's okay. Yeah, all I need to do is finish out his, like all the lights that are in his antlers, the back stitching. I need to get some Krynic stitching in there, finish the word Rudolph, and then back stitch the words be like, and yeah, I'm done. So I was actually in the middle of, I still have the thread back here, stitching Rudolph when I was like, oh, I need to stop because I'm going to end up finishing this and there's not going to be enough to move on if it gets called for to move on. So probably an hour's worth of work, maybe. Krynic is a little bit more slow going, but shouldn't be terrible because up here it's just back stitching the Krynic in, and then here is kind of just going over that blue a little bit so that his harness is blingy. So super close to a finish. I didn't tell you what the other one was on. The fabric that it was on. It's called for, whatever the called for is. I think it's Haunted by PTP. Yep, Haunted is the fabric that the Spooky Boo's drum is on. And then this one is just, what do you call this? It's gone. It's completely gone. It's the printed one. It's gone. It's white on the other side. It's printed on this side. You guys are screaming at me right now. Yeah, it's called Slushy Pond. Pond Slushy. Pond Slushy in 16 count. I love that it's printed on there so that I can remember. you're gonna see it in like 10 minutes later down this video. I'm gonna randomly just remember that name. Okay, before I keep moving on with the Battle of the Whips, I pulled out and worked on my Stony Creek Christmas Snow Friends banner. And this was to fulfill a stitching card challenge and a whip goal. So my whip goal is to stitch 500 pieces, 500 stitches, and so is my card. So I did these simultaneously at the same time. This was to stitch on a piece with a designer who's no longer living. I don't know if she's the main designer, the only designer, I'm not sure, but I do know that she was a designer for Stony Creek, and she did pass away recently, around the same time that Barb from Blackbird passed away. Anyways, I pulled out and I worked on this H, and I fully completed it. So it's probably more than 500 stitches. I stopped counting when I got to 500 because I knew I had at least 500. But look how good it's looking, you guys. It's gonna be huge, enormous. Part of me is wondering if this piece is big enough. CHR. I hope I cut this right because this is 14 count, and so maybe I need to count. Make sure it's gonna fit before I keep going. But look how good that looks. Stitching this on 14 count, just because I think this called for 28 and it has buttons, so I wanted it to be able to fit the buttons. So I'm using 3 strands because 2 strands on 14 is just not good coverage. So I'm using 3 strands and I'm loving the coverage. I'm hating stitching on it, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 7 shades of red in those letters. It's not a variegated. It is 7 different reds I'm using. Yeah, now I'm nervous. I'm gonna have to double check, make sure that that's gonna fit. When I look at the whole piece like that, I'm like, who knew? So yeah, there's the 7 different reds I'm using. They're all DMC, but yeah, there's the different reds. Okay. So that fulfilled Whip Go number, I want to say 15, but that's probably wrong. Yep, it was wrong. Number 21. That fulfilled number 21. And also that challenge card for a previous week. Which I stitched late. It's fine. And then, let's see. Then I stitched on, let's go back to Battle of the Whips. And we're going to go with Chopping Mall, which is right here. I have this in a huge, enormous, look, I like the way I folded it and put it in there. A bag from Lynn X Stitches is a custom bag that I got this fabric, but then she made it into a bag for me. I have another custom order coming from her. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show you guys. Okay, here we go. I feel like so close, but also so far. This is one I wish I had a board for. Because I can't hold the whole thing up. I can't do it. I have 2 rooms left down there at the bottom, but then there's a bunch of stuff outside down at the bottom that needs to be filled in. And of course, all of this needs to be filled in. Plus there's like stuff up here on top that needs to be filled in. And this is like full coverage up here at the top. It's full coverage. So you have to like, but what I got in, I think, was like all of this black in here. I'm just going in with the black and just filling in all the black, and then I'll go back in with the colors and work from there. So chipping away at the top of the chopping mall. Chipping away. let's see if I can fold this back up the way I had it, because it was kind of fun to be able to see it at the front of the bag. There we go. That's on an 18 count that I dyed myself, and that one is moving on to the next round. So I will get this back out, work some more on the top of that house, mall, whatever you want to call it. So then next was the Universal Monsters. So this section of 3 was the Witchy Stitcher Sal competition, because it was the Chopping Mall, the Universal Monsters, and the Cryptids. All 3 of her Sals, all 3 that I have done or am doing and still haven't completed. I was doing Chopping Mall as it came out, and I was keeping up with it. I obviously did not do the border before it started, but I was keeping up with the rooms as they came out, and then I just fell off. Universal Monsters I did not learn about until while I was doing the Chopping Mall, so this didn't get to start until way later. But here I am moving along with Swamp Thing, thinking that I am done with, like, he looks done, right? No, I haven't filled in his face. So it calls for number 2, DMC number 2 in his face, which I didn't have in here, and I was like, well, what did I use? If I'm not using number 2, what did I use? And I go back and look at his face, I'm like, oh, nothing. So I feel like number 2 is going to be really, really close, but also, I don't know. So I need some number 2 in here as well. But I got some more work on down here in the bottom and building him up. I don't know if it's Creature from the Black Lagoon or Swamp Thing. I'm a horrible Universal Monster person. I need to learn that, because I plan on taking this once it's complete to Universal Monsters and or Universal, and they have a horror makeup show, and maybe I can take it up there and take a picture with it, with all that in the background. Maybe the people will help me out. I don't know. I have visions of exciting stuff happening. Let me see. Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have this in a 805 bag. Will you not even with this? Oh, I love this. Love it. But yeah. And that's on an 18 count that I dyed myself as well. That one is not moving on, so I'm putting it away. Putting that one away too. Okay, what was next? Cryptids. I have this one very fittingly in my Gilmore Girls bag. I don't know why Cryptids ended up in here, but there you have it. It was probably that I started it and that I had this bag empty, and that's just what happened. This is on PTP Murky, I believe. Somebody will know what this is called. They'll be yelling at me. PTP Murky. And I absolutely, this fabric. I think the Cryptids are going to look amazing on here. So what I got done was the outline border for the Hopkins Goblin. Down there next to Chupacabra. Here. So now it's all ready to just put, I have to put some color in the border up here, but then I'll just put the creature in and be done. With him, of course, I'm way behind. I started this on time, and I think I got through 3 of them, maybe 4, before I fell off. Start along, not stitch along, right? Right. Okay. That one is not moving on, so it's going away. Go away. Then I worked on another challenge card. So stitch on something with mirrored motifs. And I got out everybody's favorite. I feel like every time I get this out to work on it, everybody's like, ah! When I post it on Instagram, I get all the love for this piece. So this is Death by Cross Stitch. And here we are. Here we are. There's my extra floss. I love this needle minder that goes with it. It has a bad bird in it. I'm a magical effing creature. But what I got done was just like more of this down here for the 500 stitches. I did some more, like some of this in here plus some of this down here. So filled it all in, and I am not like, okay, so up here, so like one line at a time, I was stitching all the way up and all the way back. And you can see on the back, like all the carryover. I don't care. I'm going to back this. It's going to, you shouldn't be able to see it. It'll be fine. But down here, I am stitching like the whole piece, but I'm stitching it diagonally up. So it's not one row at a time, but it is still kind of diagonally going up. So I'm not like stitching all of this, like, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Hopefully this makes sense. This is 18 count, just a cream Aida. And this is Death by Cross Stitch. It's a long dog. Most everybody knows it, but if you're new to stitching, there you go. What I have done there is this part up here. That's all I have done. All the rest of this to go. This will be a lifelong project. The floss I'm using is by Dying for Cross Stitch. There's a website. She has a website. And this is the unicorn colorway, which she will occasionally do redyes on. You just have to catch her at the right time. And I have this in a Lynn X Stitches bag. I think this was a monthly one. I'm pretty sure this was a monthly one because it has a needle minder with it. Fireflies. I don't know why it's in this bag, but it fits. And there's a little needle minder that comes with it. So, oh, that was part of the pattern, but it was a very small part of the pattern. That was for, like I said, a challenge card. I did 500 stitches to complete the challenge card. Then I stitched in the next category, the next subsection of 3. They are whips that I had out last month during, what were we doing last month? Oh, Olympics. Like, what challenge was in February? During the Olympics challenge, I was pulling one thing for every different challenge. And some of those whips, I was like, oh, I don't want to put you away. So, and it was back in February when I was putting this list together for Battle of the Whips. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just throw you guys back onto, oops. Hang on. I forgot a piece of floss that fell out. I just added them back onto Battle of the Whips so that I could get some more work on them. So one of them is the Grimm's Fairy Tales. And this is a Clouds Factory salve from 2020, maybe? 2019? I don't remember. 2020. Probably 2020. That I fell off of right away. But I am making progress. This was 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm working on 5. But I got this tree in, I got part of her dress in, and some greenery up here. And I believe that this is Cinderella that I'm working on. Yeah, it's definitely Cinderella. I don't have an overall picture because the way these were released, they didn't have overall picture. But this is a Clouds Factory stitch along, which is completed, so you could probably buy the whole pattern now. I'm not 100%, but absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, but that's what I got done in there. And this will be going up for a vote either today or tomorrow, along with the Halloween calendar from Tiny Modernist and Amortentia from Wild Violet, which I think is just Love Potion is what she's called it, but I'm calling it Amortentia. So that'll be going up for a vote, so I'm still going to hang on to that one. That's all the stitching I've done. So Halloween calendar and Amortentia, either both of them are going to come out today or just Halloween calendar. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how my stitching goes the rest of today. It's already like 1:30. Holy cow. But maybe today, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. And then I still have the 4th little set of 3 to work on, and that is the Battle of the Slytherin Whips. It'll be my Slytherin Crest, my Cunning Hade, and I Solemnly Swear, which is done in all Slytherin colors. So that will be coming later on. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Oh, I am always behind. I'm always behind. It's fine. But I am participating in Common Threaded Stitcher. If you are unfamiliar with this, Instagram, join Instagram, because I swear all of the stitching, enabling goodness, finding friends happens on Instagram. Join Instagram, make a cross-stitching account. I have multiple accounts, but I have like a personal one, one for cross-stitching, a one for Harry Potter. Like I keep them all kind of, my cross-stitching and Harry Potter are kind of overlapped with Harry Potter sometimes, but it's okay. Common Threaded Stitcher is hosted by, I think, the brainchild of Kia B and her husband. But it's just a prompt every day to kind of get to know other stitchers in the community in the Instagram world. Some of them are stitching related posts, some of them are not. So I wanted to, in case you're not following me on Instagram, I wanted to shout out some of the recent prompts that we just had like this week. So earlier this week we were asked for like a new Flosstuber, like shout out a new Flosstuber. So I feel like these are mostly new, if not new to me, Flosstubers. Most of them I found while I was at market. So I've got 2 needles pulling thread. 2 needles pulling thread. Let's see if I can't just, no, my phone hates me. My phone hates me. Wait, it'll brighten. There you go. 2 needles pulling thread. They have 5 videos up, and I found them because they ordered shirts from me. So this is Kathy and Missy, I love her name. Her name is Missy. Last name is Timberlake. Because I was like, Missy Timberlake, like you're Justin Timberlake, but Missy Elliott combined? What? That is like where my 90s rap child brain went. Okay. But they're super fun. Go check them out. And then, so they've only got 5 videos up, so they're relatively new. Then we've got Stitching and True Crime with LaDonna and Tara. T-A-R-A. It'll brighten. There you go. Boom. And they've got 14 videos up. So they're not so newish, but I just found out about them at market. I believe that Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives like introduced me to Tara. I think it was Tara that was there. And was like, oh my god, she has a Flosstube. They're amazing. Go watch. And oddly enough, I was following both of them already on Instagram. So I don't know how I didn't know about their Flosstube, unless they don't post about their Flosstube on their Instagram. Some people don't. I don't know. Heather Punky Pearls Goodwin. She's got Panda on her page. And she's super fun. She makes bags, like purse type, tote type bags. Not like project. Maybe she makes project bags too, but they're like big bags. Big purse type bags. And I found out about her because she is in the group with Stacy and Bobby and Janet and all of them that were doing like the stitching, the Flosstube Friends stitch along thing. And I mean, I'm sure that they were shouting her out numerous times as I'm watching their videos. It just never dawned on me to go see if she had a Flosstube. And maybe they even said she had a Flosstube. I don't know. I even apologized to her. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just now finding you and following on Flosstube. But Yeah, she's super fun. So go give her a watch. She's got 19 videos up, so she's newish still. And then Stitched by Liz. Oh my gosh. You guys, if you want to just laugh and laugh and laugh, go watch Stitched by Liz. I think in the most couple of recent videos, they've added a sound effect, but in the first, so she's got 8 videos up. So the first few videos, you will see her husband edits her videos and gets them uploaded for her. But then he likes to add like little commentary notes on the screen. So you have to kind of be watching, which is hard because you're stitching and whatever. And so I found myself watching more than stitching because I was trying to catch his little side note comments on the screen, and they're hilarious comments. And then it was episode, well, it's not an episode, it's Flosstube Extra number 2, but it's in between episode 5 and 6, where he came on and she was just asking him like what different like cross-stitching type stuff was, and it was freaking hilarious. Oh, I left it over there. I had a grime guard I was gonna bring over here because he's like, it's a scrunchie. It's a scrunchie. And she's like, no. And he's like, but it's a scrunchie. Which, I mean, it's a huge scrunchie, but I mean, I guess. Stitched by Liz. She's got 8 videos up. Oh, and she's in Australia, so if you love hearing accents, then go give her a watch too. But yeah, definitely for Flosstube 6, they've added a little like boop kind of I don't even know sound effect. So every time he adds something to the screen, you can quick look at what he's saying. Yeah, it's fun watch. Welcome Stitchery. They've got 9 videos up. They're new. They have a brick and mortar LNS in like southern Minnesota. And I met them at Market, and they're amazing. Welcome Stitchery. They've been friends since forever, since elementary school. So they act kind of like sisters, and they're banter back and forth. And they're hilarious. They're hilarious. Go give them a watch. Okay, so then those are all my new Flosstubers. I did find some new ones that I went and subscribed to, haven't yet watched. So because everybody was shouting out all the new Flosstubers, right? So you're bound to scroll through other people's posts and find new people to watch. If you are in a Flosstube slump and maybe looking for some new content, that is a good way. Go search Common Threaded Stitcher. Look back at I don't even remember. Was it day 14 maybe? And yeah. Okay. So then the next day, and I think I'm gonna just I don't know if I should upload these pictures in here or just show you. I think I'm gonna just upload them because my phone is horrible. I think it was yesterday, was 80s day, and there was to post pictures of you in the 80s. Well, I was a child of the 80s. I was a baby in the 80s. I was, so, born in 82. So I posted some pictures. One of them got shared. It was funny is that you have to choose which one. If you're going to share somebody's post to your story to promote them, you need to choose which picture you're sharing. And it's funny is they chose the third one of mine, Common Threaded Stitcher did, which is this one. I'll put it in right here. It's just me and my big mouth. Yeah, I've always had a big mouth, I guess. And then here is another baby picture, just, I don't know, maybe Easter-ish. I'm looking at it as I'm trying to describe it to you. Maybe Easter-ish. I'll put it in right here. Easter, Christmas, maybe? I don't know. I was dressed up fancy for some reason. Yeah, I was bald till I was 2, so I had very little hair. I did not have the long, curly, lovely locks that other little girls did at that age. The last picture is gold. It's gold. And this whole outfit, I take offense to this whole outfit. I don't know if I dressed myself. The fact that I even had these clothes to choose from, what? I think I posted in my post yesterday, the way that they dressed us as children versus the way children dress now. Like, where do I file the complaint? Because this is cruel and unusual punishment. Why? Here's the picture. Now you know what I'm talking about. What? I mean, I had my hair wrapped up in a bandana for some reason. Pickle Miser was the shirt I'm wearing. Why is that even a shirt? I don't know. Did I like pickles? I don't know. Some amazing red tracksuit pants. That was awesome. But I'm going to pop it in one more time. I want you to look at the amazing sound system my dad had back in the 80s. Like, can we even talk about, that was probably expensive. Look at it again here. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, he had an amazing system going on. I can't even imagine. Like, that's probably all of their house, like half their house payment to have that whole sound system going on back there. So there's some of my 80s pictures, and if we ever do a 90s prompt, that's where I'm gonna be in trouble. Them are some scary pictures. Those are some fun pictures. That was all I was going to talk about, those common threaded stitcher pictures. As I was posting them, I was like, I need to talk about those tomorrow. They were cracking me up. I did my drawing, and let's do some challenge cards, and then we'll get into some magical haul, which I do have a little bit of, but let's pick a card. Finally, the guy outside stopped mowing his lawn. Pick a card. And, oh, it was backwards. Stitch on a piece with a charm or a button. Yeah. Jingles. Master Jingles has got buttons. So does Spooky Boo's. Maybe I'll stitch on both of them, because I don't think either one of them separately have 500 stitches left. But maybe together I can get 500 stitches out of both of them. But there we go. And once I get done with the Battle of the Whips, between Olympics and Battle of the Whips, I would like to just pull something out and just work on it and just not change, like, for a while, because I've been doing the, like, stitch on something different every day, and I'm over it. I'm burned out on it. So, I have a round robin type pattern that we're passing around. Each person is individually stitching the whole pattern, but we're passing that pattern around through the group so that everybody can stitch on it. Cross stitch makes everything okayer, and I cannot remember who the designer is. It's over there. I can't see. But it is currently in my possession, so I think that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start that and, like, just see it straight through, like, start and finish. It's medium size-ish, so it might be a while that I'm stitching on it. A couple weeks, maybe. Okay, Pepsi break. I have a lot of stuff coming in to redo this room. I have some shelves that I can hang on the wall, but then I can hang mugs from them, and then it's got, like, a little thing on top so that I can, like, set stuff on top of it too. So I have 2 of those coming in because I have quite the collection of mugs. At this point, they're all Harry Potter style mugs, but so they're all in here for display, but they're just taking up shelf space everywhere, and I am finding myself lacking in shelf space. Stuff is just piling up. So I need to get stuff up on the walls. So I have some mug racks coming in. And then I have a whole nother bookshelf coming in that I'm going to put downstairs in the basement. And all these kids' books here, there's some all the way up there too, but these are all like juvenile, I would say, and then the very bottom down here are picture books, which you probably can't see. They're books that, like, I have gone through and cleaned them out, but these are books that either hold meaning to my kids or myself, or they're like collections or whatever. So these are the ones that I'm hanging on to. I'm not getting rid of them, but also they don't really need to be in my Harry Potter room. This room kind of started off as a library and has very quickly been consumed by Harry Potter. So I don't know yet if that bookshelf is going to go downstairs or in my office. We shall see. Maybe when one of the kids leaves, I'll have a library room. I don't know. Because I do have quite a lot of books in here that are not Harry Potter. So I wouldn't mind getting those into like a separate type area, and then just having this be all Harry Potter would be awesome. It would definitely free up more shelf space to display Harry Potter stuff. Anyways, I have another bookshelf coming so that I can empty at least these shelves off. And I have already emptied this shelf off, and all the books are piled up on waiting for the bookshelf. So that's coming, reorganizing this shelf here and getting the mugs up. And I have some key hooks thingies. They're in the shape of a key, but then they have hooks on them that are coming so that I can hang all of the keys that I've been getting from LitJoy. And then I have like an accordion style hook thing that's going to be coming so I can hang all of the scarves and lanyards and type stuff that are all like Harry Potter related in here, and hats. Like, I have all kinds of stuff, just there's too much stuff in here. So those will be coming, and I can get those hanging up and on a wall. And then I have, which I'm going to show you in just a second, one more thing that I've also got. But all of this to say that there's a lot of reorganization that's going to be happening in here. And like, hopefully, like, not decluttering, but like moving stuff up and onto the walls so that the shelves look cleaner. Once all that happens, I'm hoping to film a walkthrough of my Harry Potter room. In case you're curious, and you would like a before, a lot of stuff has been added since that filming, but you could go back in my videos. It's a Flosstube extra. Sorry, my nose really itches. I wonder if it's not because he's out there mowing the lawn. It's a Flosstube extra, and I mean, I want to say it's down around maybe Flosstube episode number 10-ish. Like, it's down there. Scroll down there and you will see there is a walkthrough of this Harry Potter room. Now, like I said, a lot of stuff has been added, and now a lot of stuff will be changed and moved around with this remodel that I have coming up. So if you want to see the before, you can go see the before, and then shortly I will be posting a after. Because I know I've had a few people asking for a walkthrough of the room. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Is the other thing that I got, because these have just been sitting on shelves and stuffed in all those mugs that I have over there. They've just been stuffed in all the mugs. So now I can display them properly. I got pin boards. I feel like Beth is going to be so proud of me. Aww. No. Okay, hang on. That's not actually a pin. I was hoping they would stick. These are actually magnets, but they have like sticky stuff on them. And I was like, no, just stay. Because they look like pins. They should be on here. I don't have any sort of magnet type. I guess I could make them into needle minders, but it's those three right there. They're magnets, but I want them to stay up here. I feel like Beth would be so proud of me. Okay, so all these ones up here are Harry Potter. Those ones. Those ones down here are different. But also, like, some of these are Disney Harry Potter crossovers. These ones are Disney Harry Potter crossover ones. This is obviously Universal's Horror Nights. This is from Universal's, and this is an Athena pen, but it's also Medusa, so but there's all my Harry Potter ones. Some of these are LitJoy, some of these are pen companies, like all over the place. Some of them are even Universal. So those are the Harry Potter ones. Those are the other ones. Oh no. Oh no. Those are the other ones. And then I got another board as well. Got two of these. And it's all Slytherin. I don't know if I'll add other houses or I will just eventually have all the Slytherin pins and this whole thing will be full of Slytherin. Oh, don't blow out. But there you go. I like this one. It's all sparkly. That one's all sparkly. It's got dingly stuff on it. That one's dingly. This is like the newest one I just got. So, this one and this one are from somewhere else, but the rest of them are all Universal. So now that I have a board, I think I need to just start getting all the Slytherin pins. All the Slytherin. I know I have a lot of Slytherin needle minders too, but that's in a different place. So, those will get up on the wall. Just a lot of this is just like get stuff on the wall, off the shelves. That's the plan, at least. Okay. Today is the 16th. Let's do the calendar. MuggleNet Fandom Calendar 2022. And we are on March. I have this amazing artwork of Ron falling in love with, was it Romilda Vane, I believe? Yeah, so I don't see that on here. That is very interesting to me. Oh, it has his birthday as tomorrow. So, in all of my, like, fandom thingies, groups that I'm in, they were all wishing happy birthday to Harry Melling, who played Dudley, a couple days ago. And I was like, I don't remember reading that in my calendar. But on here, it has it as tomorrow. I wonder who's right. The 16th is today, and there's nothing. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day in the United States, and Harry Melling's, Dudley Dursley's birthday. Then we have, I don't even know what that is. That is Holly. I don't know what holiday that is. And I don't know what this little symbol is either. So, but then there's also Steve Klove's birthday, who is a screenwriter for Harry Potter. The 19th is nothing. The 20th is David Thewlis's birthday, who plays Remus Lupin. Then we have the Gary Oldman's birthday, who plays Sirius Black, on the 21st. And the 22nd is Leela Sutherland's birthday, who plays Alicia Spinnet in the first movie. Okay, that's it for that. There's also spring break, so everybody's home today. She's being very quiet walking down the stairs, though. March 16th, and we have this amazing artwork of Hedwig. March 16th, frowning, he made me take the letter from the owl, but before he could do so, 3, 4, 5 more owls had fluttered down beside it and were jockeying for position. treading in the butter, knocking over the salt, and each attempting to give him their letters first. What's going on? Ron asked in amazement, as the whole of Gryffindor table leaned forward to watch as another 7 owls landed amongst the first ones, screeching, hooting, and flapping their wings. That's from Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Seen and Unforeseen, Chapter 26. From Order of the Phoenix, why was he getting so much owls? Was it all his hate mail? Or something like that? Maybe. For saying that Voldemort was back. March 17th, it was Peeves, the poltergeist, bobbing over the crowd and looking delighted as he always did at the sight of wreckage or worry. That's from Prisoner of Azkaban. And we have the amazing artwork. That's probably Peeves. I think. I would think so. March 18th. Not doing nothing, cackled Peeves, lobbing a water bomb at several fifth-year girls, who screamed and dived into the great hall. Already wet, aren't they? Little squirts, whee! And he aimed another bomb at a group of second-years who had just arrived. That's from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yeah, this whole page is all about Peeves. March 19th. Harry aimed his wand at Peeves and said, "Langlock." Peeves clutched at his throat, gulped, then swooped from the room, making obscene gestures, but unable to speak, owing to the fact that his tongue had just glued itself to the roof of his mouth. Nice one, said Ron appreciatively. That's from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Let's see, I forget how far I'm going. Let me make sure we're stopping on 22. Okay, March 20th. As the teachers bent over, Justin and Nearly Headless Nick examining them, Peeves broke into song. "Oh, Potter, you rotter, what have you done? You're killing off students and think it's good fun." That's from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and I love the Peeves Love Fest, because if you haven't read the books, Peeves, he's so much fun. He doesn't make an appearance in the movies, so you wouldn't know him otherwise. March 21st, and we're on a new page, and we've got some artwork, some owls down at the bottom there, and some sort of large red bird up there. "Hermione, is there any point in telling you to drop this?" said Ron. "No," said Hermione stubbornly. "I want to know how she heard me talking to Victor, and how she found out about Hagrid's mum." "Maybe she had you bugged," said Harry. "Bugged?" said Ron blankly. "What, put fleas on her or something?" Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Of course, being from the wizard world, he wouldn't know what bugging a person meant. But it was just that, if you read the books, that got Hermione onto I know what she did. And the last day, March 22nd. Rita did not say anything for a while, but eyed Hermione shrewdly. Her head a little to one side. "All right, let's say for a moment I'll do it," she said abruptly. "What kind of fee am I going to get?" "I don't think Daddy expects to pay people to write for the magazine," said Luna dreamily. "They do it because it's an honor, and of course, to see their names in print." Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix. So, there we go. We'll pick up with the 23rd next week. March is flying by, as February flew by, I believe. I can't believe that we're already halfway through March. It's crazy. Oh yeah, this weekend is my 20th anniversary. My husband will be traveling actually on our 20th anniversary, so we don't have anything planned. We might do something the day before. I don't know, we'll see. We've been wanting to go, pre-pandemic, we would have always gone to eat crab legs, and all you could eat, at the casino. I looked into that because it just hadn't even entered our thought, that's something we could go do during the pandemic. But now that pandemic is over, I was like, oh, well, maybe they've opened it up. No, it's closed. is no longer a thing. The buffet at the casino is no longer a thing. So I don't know. I may just go like buy some crab legs and we'll just eat them at home. Maybe. It's not all you can eat, but that's at least some crab legs. I did have like grand ideas years ago, and even like a year ago, or maybe not. I mean, I think pandemic was kind of just put a damper on everything, but I had grand ideas of having a very large 20th anniversary party back home in Denver and all the things, but that is not going to happen. So another small little celebration of 20 years, and I haven't killed him. That's what we're going to do. He hasn't killed me. I'm still a spoiled brat. Everything's great. Okay, that's all I have for today. I've rambled for an hour, so even when I try to make it short, it's not going to be short. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. Have a great middle of March. Keep trying to find the positive in something every day, because I know right now it's hard to find positive in anything, but look for some positive somewhere. That's all I can say. Bye.